Right. I appreciate you coming in. Is this your day off? Or you
Um,
got a tattoo later?
I'm probably gonna hang out for walk-ins, but
Yeah. You guys get a lot of
yeah,
walk-ins down here?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think just because like Santa Fe here, it's
Mhm.
like the art district, so a lot of people walk around and hit the antique shops. The food's terrible,
The food's
but
terrible. Why is the
terrible
food
food.
terrible?
All of it's just bad. Doesn't taste good. I mean, okay, we have one restaurant that we go to called Montai. It's about the only food that's worth
That's
eating
it?
around here in the
Oh.
immediate like walking vicinity.
Yeah, that is
But
what it is.
yeah,
There's good food in Denver though. I feel
there's
like,
really good
yeah.
food in Denver.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like Fire on the Mountain in Studio City.
dude,
Very
I
good.
love Fire on the Mountain.
Dude, cauliflower wings,
Yes.
best thing in the whole fucking world. Love
Are
them
you
so much.
vegetarian?
I am
Oh, cool.
vegetarian. Yeah, I've been vegetarian whole existence.
Oh,
So
for real?
that's how my parents raised me. So they're vegan and gluten free now, but it's like because of health shit. So
Okay.
yeah,
Have
but
you ever have you ever eaten meat?
I've tried it and it made me very very sick, and I also just didn't
Well,
like it. I'm like, I grew up with like bean burgers, and now there's like so much like there's Impossible Beyond, Gardein, there's all these fucking brands. So I'm like, what is the point in eating it? So
yeah.
yeah, and then from like what I've been told, like my boyfriend eats meat, but he's pretty much become vegetarian. Being with me, and he's doesn't see really a difference in some of the products. He's like, it tastes like meat. So
Dude,
yeah,
yeah, my boss is vegetarian and he just got me on the bean burgers. Those
they're
are
so
bomb.
good. They're so good.
Um,
Have you tried the Morningstar burgers?
I haven't, but I have been trying a lot of other Morningstar
Mm-hmm.
things. Like, I've been buying the chicken nuggets because they
Mm-hmm.
kind of remind me of, like,
Their sausage links are good. Their
dude,
breakfast sausage
yes.
links.
Yep, I've
Mm-hmm.
been eating those for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not bad, dude.
Dude, I don't know anything about meat. I learned like a couple years ago that there's different gradings and shit. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
I was like, what do you mean this is like grade A? I was like, I don't know what that means. So
yeah. My dad, like, smokes meat. Um, he's a fat guy, so he makes awesome food. But, yeah.
he said he's a fat guy,
Yeah,
so he makes awesome food.
and he wouldn't disagree with me. He wouldn't see that as like me insulting him. That's just facts. He eats good. He cooks good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no problem with that.
Welcome back to another episode of Tattoo Consciousness, the podcast where tattooing and art meet real conversation. Today I sat down with Jacob, a Denver-based artist known for his bold, saturated black and gray work with heavy focus on skulls, medieval themes, and romantic motifs. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to share with your friends and family. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Tattoo Consciousness. This is season 2. This is episode 3. Would you like to introduce yourself? Where you're located? What kind of style you do, and all of that?
So I'm Jacob. I work at Dead Drift Tattoo in Denver. I do a lot of black and gray illustrative realism. It's a little about me. I like to fish. I like video games, hanging with friends.
Hanging with
But
friends.
yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I was looking on your Instagram profile, you didn't start out doing black and gray. Obviously, you were doing some
Yeah.
color. So, what got you into doing black and gray, and why have you decided that's like your specialty? Do you ever do color anymore, or do you just like do it but you not post it because you don't want people to be like, "Can I do that?"
Yeah. I mean, I do color. I just don't put it out there.
Yeah.
I learned from my mentor was a color neotrad guy, like
Mhm.
super vibrant stuff. Really wanted me to be that, but
Mhm.
like if I do draw on paper, which I don't much, but like if I do, it's with pencil
Mhm.
or like charcoal. So I've always liked the black and gray more.
That's
Yeah.
understandable. Where do you get your inspiration from for it? Like I've noticed you do like kind of like knights and like demons and shit like that. That's really cool. I love your
Yeah.
work. That's why
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
I hit you up.
Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of video games,
Mhm.
so Dark Souls, Elden
Mhm.
Ring, that gives me a lot of inspiration. I've also just gotten really into like medieval history, and that's where that's why I want to do like knights and like dark religious stuff.
Yeah. Do you specifically get clients that are hitting you up for that, or is it like you drew some flash and put it out there and they were like, "That's fucking cool. I want that."
My flash like rarely gets picked up.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it kind of
Damn.
sucks. I mean, when it does get picked up, it's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the most part, people hit me up for custom stuff, and I
Yeah.
think they do see like what I tattoo, and they'll give me an idea that is something I would like to do anyways. So
Yeah. What's the process look like for you for that, for like people booking with you and getting in for a custom drawing?
It's messy. I'm not very organized. Um, Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to switch to more like email or something
Mm-hmm.
more formal, but I think people like feeling like they can talk to you,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw one of your podcast episodes I was watching that you were also doing Instagram DMs. I don't know if you like switched
I
over.
did switch to a booking app recently since
Oh, you
moving,
did?
because I'm a little bit tired of like this is, I don't know if this is gonna sound mean. I talked about this in my episode with Destiny, but like time wasters,
Mm-hmm.
like getting somebody who like talks to you for hours and hours and hours, and like a lot of people don't realize we don't work like a 9 to 5, so I'm like always messaging people, and so I get kind of bummed when I'm like putting so much effort and then it doesn't end up like being through going through. So this
Yeah.
like booking app, it's like they put in all the information and then I can still just talk to them. Plus it sends them like a digital consent form, which I love because I
Oh,
have
okay.
fucking stacks of paper and I'm kind of over it. Like in Oklahoma, you have to retain it for 3 years. I don't know how it is here. So I like just have a shit ton of papers and
Yeah.
I want it digital, so it does that, and it also like sends them aftercare instructions to their phone, which is really neat, and sends them like updates because I was doing that all by myself. I would like send them updates over Instagram, and also some people I learned like even though they use Instagram and they booked through it, it would like I'd be like, hey, confirm your appointment, and then they'd never respond, and then I'd be like, oh, are they gonna come in? And then
Yeah.
they do end up coming in, but they just weren't like they just aren't on Instagram like that. So
I have
yeah.
a lot of clients like that too. You just kind of have to have faith that they will
Yeah.
come in. I'll be real though, if somebody doesn't come in, it doesn't like bum me out too bad
Yeah.
because I'm like, cool, I can go home and I don't know, draw or just chill.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you like to fish? You mentioned you like fishing.
Dude, all over. I mean, Colorado's full of
Dude,
lakes.
Colorado's freaking the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere. My boss fishes a lot, so I'll just go with him. My grandparents have a cabin up at Grand Lake,
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
I do fish there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise it's just like he'll hit me up and be like, "I'm hitting this lake.
Yeah.
You coming with?" And
Do you
yeah,
cook the fish or do you just throw them back or like what do you end up doing with them? Because
release.
I know some people who use like all of the animal and I think that's awesome.
Mhm.
But I know some people who just do it for fun. Like my friends do it for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean most of the fish here are trout, and I don't. I
Mm-hmm.
guess you've probably never tried trout, but it's disgusting.
No,
So
I
it's not something you want to keep. I'll keep it if I like accidentally kill it,
mm-hmm.
because then it
Yeah.
just feels bad, kind of tossing a dead
Yeah.
fish back into the lake.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever gone hunting at all?
I have. I've been doing turkey hunting,
Oh,
and
turkey
I'm
hunting.
terrible at
You
it.
do? What is that? Are you
I've
killing them or are you just not like you're just not able to get them?
I just can't get them, dude. They are. I've always thought they were really stupid birds, and I think that's still true. But they've got like insane survival instincts.
Then maybe they aren't that
So
stupid if they can survive.
I think they're stupid in the sense like I've heard like if it's raining, they'll just like look up and like feel the raindrops on their face, but also like inhale it until they like drown
Oh
themselves.
my god.
Yeah, I mean I've come close to getting them a couple times, but mostly it's just me hiking
Mm-hmm.
around in the woods, really sweaty and not seeing anything, and coming home all pissed off.
Oh no. I was like, at least you get to be in the woods and it's all nice, but
That is pretty nice till you're
yeah.
on like hour 8 and you've hiked like 8 miles and you're like, I'm tired of this. What am I doing out
Yeah.
here?
How long have you been
But
in Colorado for?
my whole
Your
life.
whole life.
Yep.
Where were you originally from in Colorado?
Broomfield.
Broomfield? Okay.
Mhm.
What brought you into working in Denver and stuff? Is this the first tattoo shop you worked at, or is this one that you just ended up, you're like, this seems awesome, and you just stuck here?
I found Dead Drift like 2 years ago. I have no intention of leaving unless I like literally have to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I've worked in Lakewood a lot. I worked in Thornton for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just feel like Lakewood and Denver is where like the good tattooing is.
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah. There's
I
definitely
stick
a
here.
really big, like, just the quality of tattooing out here is way different than other states. Like, even comparatively to Oklahoma, with it being just newer. Just
Hmm.
like I feel like people here not only are about like the pride in their work and it looking good, but they're also like treating their clients really well.
Hmm.
And I appreciate that in the industry here. I think it's really cool.
I feel like we got a lot of good people here. I don't really I don't want to say I don't like tattooers, but like I was saying earlier, I feel like some of them can be divas.
Yeah.
But a lot of tattooers I've met here are super chill. They're just in it to do art and live their own life,
That's what it should be about. It shouldn't
That's
be
what it
about,
is about,
yeah, it
right?
shouldn't be
Like
about any other shit. So that's pretty cool. How long have you been tattooing now?
4 years.
4 years. That's what I figured going on your Instagram, but I wasn't 100% sure because I know people archive stuff. What's been the biggest thing you've learned in that 4 years?
Not to ever feel like you figured it all out. There's always new stuff to learn. Just learn not to be stagnant. I mean, when I first started, and I don't know if this was the same for you, but it all went like straight to my head, and I thought I was the shit. And I sucked at tattooing and drawing. But yeah, I don't think I got any better till I realized like I suck at this, and I need to
Get better.
learn everything I can.
What was your apprenticeship like? And
It was-
what's an apprenticeship like here in Colorado? Because I know, like, up in Loveland, where I am in Larimer County, that whole, like, Fort Collins, Greeley, all that area, they have no licenses. So the health department, like, doesn't come out and that stuff. So,
Really?
dude, it's like Texas. It's so weird. I don't like Oklahoma's really, really strict. And, like, I think it's not in a good way. But I don't like the not having any sort of licensing and, like, I think people need to take bloodborne pathogens, go through an apprenticeship and all that for sure.
Yeah, bloodborne pathogens at least, man. I feel like apprenticeships are still pretty lax out here. I didn't even need to get a license till I started working in Denver.
Oh, really?
I think Denver and Lafayette are the only two that require like licensing, which is really just paying a fee.
Yeah.
And then like anybody can get it.
Do you need to show proof of like an apprenticeship? Because in Oklahoma, it's 1,500 hours for your first year, and then you get a permitted license, and you have to work a year under somebody who's had 6 years of experience before you get a license.
That's insane.
And then it's $250 every year for your license, which unfortunately I had to pay for before I moved here because I had clients and it was gonna lapse.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of bull.
Yeah, that is bull. Yeah, dude. I mean, I get my license by just showing that I have a bloodborne pathogens, and then I guess I have to provide proof that I work at a shop. But yeah, dude, apprenticing, I didn't have a license. I didn't even have any paperwork that was like, hey, government, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it was just me and my mentor under the table. I mean, I wasn't getting paid. Yeah, like under the radar. And then when I was ready, I was just like, hey, government, I'm working as a tattoo artist now.
But like, what were you taught during your apprenticeship? What was like your mentor's like way with you, and what did he teach you?
He didn't really teach me much.
I feel like that's always how it goes.
I mean, to be real, I really lucked out with my apprenticeship. So I knew my mentor personally. He was one of my friends. And it was just kind of like, he got into this little tiny shop. One of the artists had just left. And he was like, hey, dude, there's a station here. My boss said you can apprentice here. And I mean, he was there to, you know, I could like watch him work and kind of pick up what I could. I feel like a lot of what he taught me, I've already like thrown out the door and been like, I don't think that's right anymore.
I feel like every artist ends up being different. Like, I wanted to do portrait and only did black and gray work. And then the mentor I ended up with was a traditional tattoo artist. So couldn't teach me any of that. So I had to learn how to do American traditional, which was very hard on my brain because I'm detail orientated. So
Dude,
it was
me
a fucking struggle. He was like, do you not even know how to draw? Because I couldn't draw like traditional stuff, but I could do portraits.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I used to bash on traditional because it looks so simple and easy to like somebody who doesn't know anything about tattooing. And now I think it's like one of the hardest things to draw.
Yeah. Ironically, that's my favorite thing to get tattooed on myself. I love the way it heals, the way it looks, but I don't like tattooing it. I like doing black and gray.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to tattoo good traditional.
Yeah. When did you decide to like move into black and gray? Like, what made you have that shift? Did you do it like whenever you first started? How long were you doing color for? And I know you said you still do color, but primarily black and gray.
Like since I started like tattooing, I always felt more comfortable doing black and gray. My mentor was very much like, you're gonna be a color neo-trader, and I feel like it made me kind of like bitter. So my apprenticeship ended like pretty abruptly and kind of nasty. So I wound up at another shop, and I was like, fuck that guy. I'm gonna do sick black and gray and show him what's up.
Yeah.
And Yeah, but it was a walk-in shop, so I still like had to do a lot of
Yeah.
color, and I feel like that's just stuck around with me.
Yeah. What were you doing before tattooing?
I've done all kinds of stuff, dude. I was thinking about it to myself a little while back, but I've had like 20 jobs
Holy
that
shit.
weren't tattooing, and I got tattooing when I was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done a lot of like hard labor, building things. I've worked in breweries.
What made you want to get into tattooing?
I hate working for other people, dude.
That's
Like,
fair.
I hate somebody telling me like you can't take time off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've quit jobs because I'm like, watch me take time off. I'll
Yeah.
take it off forever later. Yeah.
I have to say that's like one of the best things about tattooing is like just making your own fucking schedule. And like today I could be at the shop if I wanted, but instead I'm here doing this. You
Right.
know, like carving out time for that, and it's just nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think sometimes about like what would I do if I wasn't tattooing, and I just can't think
Can't
of
think
anything
of it.
because I'm like, ah.
Sometimes I think tattoo artists that are like bitter, they should go out and get like a job again and just like
They'd hate it.
yeah.
They'd hate it so much, and they'd be right back to tattooing. So
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else I could do. I worked primarily in the restaurant industry, and that shit sucks.
ooh, yeah.
So I was horrible at being a server too. Fucking horrible at it. Everything else I was good at. Couldn't do server shit. I can't be personable in that way, and fucking them playing musical chairs and like, I want to split the check with this. My kid needs this. I was like,
Yeah, I could
ah.
not keep up with that. Servers who show up with like no notepad and they just memorize like
Oh,
each
that shit's
person's
crazy.
thing. They're crazy, dude.
Yeah. Dude, every time I go out with people too, I super annoy them because we're like done eating. I'm like stacking stuff and cleaning the table, and they're like, bro.
That's what you should be doing
Yeah.
though. Like, I get it. Customer service sucks. Cleaning up after
Yeah.
people sucks. That's nice that you do that. I respect that.
Yeah. I'm like, I like usually people I'm with are like, oh, they get paid for this. And they've worked in restaurant industry stuff too, but I'm like, this is just nice. They'll clean the table quicker. They'll get more money because they'll get somebody in quicker. Like,
Yeah.
I always found it super respectful when they like clean the table, like
just
at least
common
stack
decency,
it. Yeah, it's just
man.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite products to use with tattooing? Because everybody's different.
Yeah, dude. I'd have to say my machine. I have an Ambition Soldier. I don't know if
Really?
you used...
I've tried the Ambitions.
Yeah.
They always fucking break.
Really?
Every Ambition I've had has ended up fucking breaking.
That's
So,
crazy. So I use an Ambition. So does my coworker Carrie. I've been daily driving mine for like a year and a half.
Dude, that's crazy. About like, I don't know, the 6-8 month mark, always had the same issue. They'd always fucking break. And I tried to have my coworker fix it because he also had Ambitions, and he was like, this shit is just like fried. Fucking would break. So I recently switched to an FK irons because they were on sale.
Okay.
And I was like, I might as well try it because I have a Bishop for my shading. And I really liked the Bishop like shader, but I didn't like the Packer. So I wanted to find something different. So I bought an FK irons. And thus far, it's been a really nice machine.
Yeah, I've got one of the Bishop ones. I have the liner. I got a lot of respect for Bishop, but yeah, I don't know. The way I see it is like that machine's like $140.
They're cheap.
And if it gets me like 8 months, like fuck it, I'll just buy another one. I guess I got lucky with mine. It sounds like it's working a lot better than all the ones you got.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I had
sorry.
the same thought though. I was like, oh, it's so cheap. I'll just end up getting this. But by the time I had to like keep buying them, I was like, I've already spent $600-800. I might as well just buy.
Yeah.
Like, and plus like the Ambitions, you can't get a warranty with them. So with the FK irons, I could get a warranty. So like if something fucks up, I feel like I have bad machine karma, bro. So I'm just...
There's people like that. Like one of my coworkers, feel like her machines are breaking like every 6 months.
Dude,
and she
you
does
know,
have nice stuff.
I know fucking people who just drop their machines all the time and like they're fine. And then I'm like being so nice with my machine that it's just like, I'm gonna break. And I'm like,
That's so messed up, man. Yeah, I think there is bad machine karma for sure.
have you ever tried coils at all? Did you try them when you were an apprentice?
I started with coils. My mentor was very much like...
How do you feel about the dildo versus coil machine drama?
I think it's so funny, dude. I'm like, yeah, rock that dildo, dog. Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole aesthetic of like tattooing is Marlboro Reds and cocaine and coil machines is like hilarious, and I love it. Even though I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I liked using coils. I've used them a couple of times at a shop I've guest spotted at because the guy who owns it is real old school. Super nice dude, but yeah, very much what you're talking about, the coke and the marble and the fucking
Like, hell yeah, brother.
Yes, yeah. He's been fucking tattooing longer than I've existed, so that's his bread and butter. But I don't like the weight of them, and I also don't like I know too many artists that don't sanitize them properly. That irks me, So and then just all the fucking mechanisms that go into it, the foot pedal and the clip cord and all of that. There's just too many variables for me, at least. I know some people who fucking rock that shit and do so good. Like there's the owner of my shop. He's great at that, sanitizes it properly, but it's just not for me. I originally learned on a Bishop. That's what I got whenever I started. I don't know. I also long term for my hands, my tiny little hands. I didn't like the coils because they're so heavy.
They do kind of hurt your hands.
Yeah.
I think I could rock one now. I haven't used them in years. I mean, okay, I take that back. I did do a basement tattoo with a coil machine maybe 6 months ago. And it was some crappy Dragon Hawk machine, and I was like, wow, this thing rocks. Yeah, I don't know. There is a lot of mechanisms that go into them that I don't fully understand. My mentor would have me break them down and put them back together. But then when he's trying to show me how to tune them, he's like, well, you tune it till it sounds right.
And you're like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. It just does.
Yeah.
It's cool. You taught me nothing. But at least I can put one together and name all the parts.
So you said you have a Bishop liner. So do you use two machines when you tattoo, or you just use that Ambition mainly?
I bought that Ambition as a backup
for
the liner. So I was using the liner because I was really big into stipple work at the time.
Yeah.
And I feel it
That's what I like
really
about
nice.
your stuff, because that's how I like to shade the most. I'm not a big fan of mags. I don't really like them. No.
I think you should try them.
I have tried them, but I don't know. I like my bug pins. They're really nice. I use a bug pin 7-round liner when I stipple. And
those are nice.
I don't know. I just feel like the mags, it just makes it fucking, maybe it's something I'm doing. I could be totally dumb, but more red and irritated and less buildup. It's even if I'm trying and I'm using diluted black, it just gets black way quicker than doing the stipple. I can build it up better with the stipple.
See, I like that because I have switched over to mags for the last year or so. And I like that when I want it black there, I can just put it there and I don't have to build it up anymore.
Sometimes I'll mix them to get that though, or I'll use or round shader just to pack it in there. I like to use round shaders to line with. It's my biggest thing. I like the thick
That's
lines.
cool.
Yeah.
I haven't messed with round shaders. I really want to, but
they're nice. That's what I've had so many people when I started tattoo me with just a 7-round shader, and I was like, that's awesome. I want to do that.
Cool.
So that's what I just started getting into. And that's what I like to line with. Plus it's thicker. I just like the thicker lines. I hate doing dainty stuff. It's so hard. I have so much respect for people shit on fine liners, but it's because they can't do it. That shit is so hard.
If you're a clean fine liner, I respect it a lot.
Yeah. If I do a big piece and I have have an area that I don't like, or I made an oops, it's you hide it because it's such a big piece. If you fuck up in a tiny piece, you're fucked because it's there's nowhere to hide something. So I have so much respect for that stuff. I would way more like to do complicated pieces than simpler pieces.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like having the room for oopsies.
Because at the end of the day, we're just people.
Right? Yeah.
Have you done a tattoo when you started that you were I know that you said you kind of felt when you started you were a little bit rock star mentality. I know a lot of artists get that way when they start. Did you ever do a tattoo that you were fucked, I fucked that up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, not all the time now. Yeah, starting out, I remember I couldn't even tell you how many times I've sat down and cried in the shop because somebody left and I was like, wow, that was trash.
Yeah.
And I think it's good for character building though.
Yeah.
I think if you start out and you're just rocking your tattoos, you missed out on.
Yeah. I think shitting on yourself is good as an artist.
Yeah,
I don't trust artists who are oh, I'm so good. I'm
right.
Oh, that's weird. Because I never think
weird.
that. Yeah. I always find some sort of fucking issue with whatever I do.
Me too. I feel it's hard for me to post something unless I feel it's perfect.
Yeah.
And
do you have the problem with taking photos where you're You ended up doing a tattoo you're so proud of, you like it, person's really happy, and then you take a photo and then you go home and then you're like spiral,
Oh
or
yeah.
they're like blurry or something fucking happens, dude. It's like,
Oh yeah. I'm pretty straight up with people. Like if I don't feel like I got a super fire picture of your tattoo, like it's not getting posted.
yeah,
Just because, I mean, I'm a firm believer that if you aren't taking good pictures of your work, like it's not going to catch anybody's business out
yeah,
there. Like it needs to have good pictures.
yeah. Do you mainly get clients through Instagram and stuff? Yeah. What's the? I know so many artists, and I feel this way. Like social media is like a battle. It's like it's the hand that feeds us, but it's also like fucking hate
Hmm.
it. How's that with you? Like, how do you
I
balance
hate
that?
Instagram, dude. I don't balance it very well. I don't know if you noticed on my profile, but there's times I'll go like a month without
Yeah,
posting, just because every time I hop on there, I'm like, I hate this app.
yeah,
I hate feeling seen or whatever. But then I'll have 2 weeks of being like, yeah, I'll post everything, and I love posting. I don't like that we have to rely on it so much.
yeah. I feel like that's like a big thing. Like whenever I was getting into the industry, like my mentor and other people around me didn't understand, was like they thought social media was stupid because
Hmm.
they had gotten like all their clients from word of mouth. But it's so different now. Like even walk-ins aren't necessarily organic. They like look up places first and like they'll call or they'll check people's profiles. It's very, very different
Hmm.
nowadays than to how it used to be. And so you got to kind of learn and deal with it. So I'm like addicted to it, but at the same time, I'm like, I hate this.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the addiction part to it too.
Yeah. I'm like always
It's,
fucking checking it. I'm
yeah,
like,
dude.
that's
It's
why I got a booking
bad.
app too.
Yeah, that would be nice, huh?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like I'll go on there to check messages, and then I'll just find myself scrolling for
Oh,
like
yeah.
30 minutes,
Dude. Yeah.
just watching crackheads and I don't know, brain rot.
Yeah, I think it gets hard too because it like pins artists against each other, and artists have like a weird mentality. I kind of talked to Destiny about this, but like, like you'll get on and you'll see somebody who did like this great piece, and some artists are like, "Oh, I want to like I'm not as good as them," and oh, it like
Hmm.
makes you spiral. So it's like a toxic thing.
I mean, I think that's good for you to hop on Instagram and be like, God, that guy whoops me at tattooing,
Yeah,
and I think that should give you the drive to want to be like them. And
yeah. I think we could always learn something from everybody. That's why I started doing this too, because everybody has, you can ask 150 people the same fucking question, they'll have different
yeah,
answers. And I think as a tattoo artist, you should want to learn from other people. But I think tattoo artists should be more receptive to that instead of like gatekeepy.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of tired this
No,
morning.
you're
It's been a
good.
long, long morning.
11 o'clock
So
is early for tattooers.
yeah. Ironically, I was doing my appointments at 11 in Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah, and I moved recently to doing it at 12 now, and then 3 p.m. are my time slots
Mm.
when I do stuff. And if I do a big piece, I'm only doing a fucking big piece and nothing else because I don't like to. You put so much energy into people, and I don't want to put so much energy into this person and then not put enough energy into this person. So,
That's fair. Yeah, I do a lot of just like one tattoo a day.
mhm.
If people ask me for morning slots, I'm like, if there's an AM on that time, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm a sleepy boy.
Yeah, tattooers they're like
They're
that.
all sleepy.
Yeah, I like getting up in the morning. That doesn't mean my brain is ready though
Hmm.
for it. I'm still like, especially like without having my fucking coffee, I'm angry, very
Yeah.
angry in the morning. So
Mm.
yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you like doing, since we're on the topic, do you like doing bigger pieces more? Because we talked about doing more like unique pieces and more difficult pieces.
Hmm.
So do you try to book mainly bigger pieces? Have you worked on doing like arm and leg sleeves, or what does that look like for you?
I'll book whatever keeps me busy, to be real, but ideally, I'd like to be doing sleeves, leg
Hmm.
sleeves, back pieces. I like something big that takes a few sessions to get
Yeah.
done. It just feels more rewarding and fulfilling at the end of that.
Whenever you
And
work on like sleeves and back pieces, do you try to, I guess it's dependent on the client probably, but do you try to make it a cohesive piece rather than like patchwork?
I would love to, right? I feel like it's hard to find somebody who's very dedicated to,
Hmm.
like, I do want a cohesive piece and I'm going to
Hmm.
come to you for the whole thing.
Hmm.
So I feel like a lot of stuff ends up being like just a big shoulder piece or
Yeah.
just a big forearm piece. And
Do you get a lot of returning clients?
I do.
Yeah.
I like to like try to befriend my clients and
Give them a good time.
treat them like homies, you know? And I think that does get me a lot of return clients. And
what's the biggest thing that you do for your clients to make them feel like at home whenever they come and get tattooed?
Dude, honestly, I just treat you like one of my homies.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to treat it as like I'm the artist, you're the client. Like you come in and I'm like, what's up, dude? Can I give you a hug? Like, I mean, I don't really hug my clients unless they're asking me for a hug. But yeah, dude, I think it goes a long way just treating people like people.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I mean, if you're a return client, like my wife would get a little annoyed at this, but like I feel like I can remember a lot of things about people by like seeing your face, if especially if you're my client. So I'm asking you like, how's your school going? Like, how's your dog doing?
I'll remember like very specific details about them, but then not remember their name or something like that.
Dude, right?
Yeah. I'll be like, I know you. I know that this, and this about you. Fuck, what is that?
Right.
Or I had a situation where I had two clients that had the same name, and they also worked at the same job, but like different places. Like they both worked at Starbucks. And then like one of them came in and I was like, "Oh, how's your brother's relationship doing?" Blah blah. And then she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about him?" And I was like, "Oh shit, wrong one."
Yeah, I have this client. I think I've finally stopped now, but I kept confusing her with another client who like reads a lot.
Oh, no.
And I probably saw her like 4 times in a row where I was like, so what are you reading right now, dude? And she's like, I don't read, but you like keep asking me that fucking question.
So I guess I'm gonna start reading now.
Right? So I think I've finally figured out like you don't do that.
Yeah, that's so fucking
my bad.
funny. Have you tattooed your wife a lot?
I have.
Yeah. What has she gotten?
We tattooed each other for
Oh, you
one of our
tattooed
dogs.
each other?
Yeah,
That's
she did
fun.
like a little line work chicken on my leg.
That's cool.
For her, and her name's Lady. So I tattooed a ladybug on her. I've done like a piece on her wrist. I've done a couple pieces on her legs. I don't get her in as much as I should.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's pretty bad about like getting their partners in for tattoos.
Oh, dude, I tattoo my boyfriend all the time.
Do you?
It's bad.
I feel like
I've almost finished his sleeve.
Whoa,
I have like
cool.
one big part left, and then we just got to do filler. So yeah,
that's cool.
He's pretty much though like me doing whatever, because I think he realizes if I like do a design I like or I've come up with something, it's gonna come out the best instead of being super picky. You know? I would like to tattoo my family members more, but they don't fucking live here. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I've tattooed my sister quite a bit, my parents quite a bit. They were really supportive about this.
That's super cool that your parents were supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of artists that were like told, and I was told this, but not by my family, that I was going to be like a starving artist. I feel like that's like a big thing. Yeah. I grew up in Evergreen originally, and
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And the school district there is like, they got a great school district. They don't like artwork. It's like once you reach a certain age, it's like I was failing math class in high school as a freshman, and they took my art class away and then put me in like an extra curriculum to help me with math. And yeah, I was
That's crazy.
I'm not going to use this. And I don't use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had, and like my parents wanted me to like start working as soon as I could. So when I was 14, I got a restaurant job, and all the people at that job were like, "Go to college. You're not going to do anything with art, and you're not going to make any money." I feel like it's usually people though who don't have tattoos or know anything about tattoos who say that, but yeah, the struggling artist mentality is still definitely a thing.
I mean, it is still a struggle out here, I think, at times. Like, you know, we have a slow season.
Christmas.
Yeah, coming up.
Yeah. What's the busiest season usually for you guys? Because like I thought this year tax season was going to be really busy. It did not end up being busy for me. It was fucking summer, which is like a horrible time to get tattooed.
Right. Yeah,
don't get tattooed during the summer, please.
I agree. I feel like there's 2 good seasons. There's like tax season, which I feel like starts about like April. And then I feel like I see a boom in like September and October.
Really?
like fall's hitting and
Mhm.
everybody's feeling like a little depressed and wanting to feel something, you
Depressed,
know?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
What's something that you wish people would get tattooed more by you?
Weird shit.
Weird shit. That's
Yeah,
such a, you gotta get more specific. Like what?
right. I want to do more like abstract things, spiky stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think abstract black work is so cool, and
Mhm.
it's because it's not something I do a whole lot of. I just kind of like dabble in. I feel like it's
Mhm.
hard for me to find somebody to like
To do it.
let me just kind of
Yeah.
do whatever.
What is something that you like don't like that's a trend right now in tattooing?
Mandalas, dude.
That's so
I
funny.
hate
Dude,
mandalas.
my boyfriend made me recently, and this is the first time in a while that I've wanted to cry while
Mhm.
tattooing, but like he made me do a mandala, my first mandala on
Oh
his
my
fucking elbow.
god, dude.
And
Elbow
I was
mandalas.
like, dude, we could do anything else. I drew like a flower, like that was kind of geometrical, and I was like, this would be way easier for me. He was like, I want spiky mandala, and then I put it on there, and I was like,
Dude.
I got so lost in the sauce, like. And then I like showed it to people at my shop and all that, and they were like, "You're literally being so mean to yourself because it's on an elbow too." But yeah, I honestly, he was like, maybe you'll end up liking it once you do it, and I was like, I never want to do
No,
it.
dude, I've done quite a few elbow and like knee mandalas, and every time I'm like, why did I agree to this?
Dude, it's
First of all, it never stencils correctly.
yes, that's what I had, dude. I
So
stenciled his like 3 fucking times, and I cut it to try
three,
to
only
round it.
three?
Yes, I tried
Those
to
are
cut it
rookie
to round it,
numbers.
bro.
I feel like I have to do them like 10
I
times.
was like, I thought this is as good as it's gonna get, and I have like a draw on like stencil marker, so I just fucking
Hmm.
fiddled with it, but I still was like got lost. I even had it next to me, and I just yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
do get
fucking
lost in
yeah.
those. Like everything starts to get blurry. It's an elbow, so it's like a little
Mhm.
wrinkly.
Mhm. And
And
then they're fucking dying.
terrible time. I hate elbow mandalas.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, I have mad respect for people who do that. There's a guy at my shop, Joe, and he fucking that's all he does is sacred geometry and fucking mandalas and stuff. And like
Those
he came over
guys.
and was like giving me advice and shit, and I was like sweating. And I was like, I got so much respect for you, man. Like
I have a lot of respect for those guys because they're like masters at stenciling
Mhm.
things. I still suck at stenciling stuff, so like I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Dude,
But
especially like I don't think people realize on your elbow the way it fucking moves. Like I stenciled it on the ball, but then when it's like this, it doesn't necessarily look
yeah,
symmetric. And I like every time I see his elbow now, I'm like, that's so annoying. You
but
know what I
you
mean?
like need it on the ball, right? Because then
Yeah.
if they bend their arm, it's gonna look all stupid if it's
Yeah.
not. But then
It's so
unbent
weird.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely don't enjoy doing tattoos on the elbows or the knees. I do have to say though, I don't know if you've done any fucking cyber sigilism. That shit is
Hmm.
so easy to do. It's like stupid
I kind of
easy.
like it. I like just I don't know. You're like I don't know, add a spike here, and
Yeah.
oh, that
And
looks
then you just fill it in
cool.
black.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
love stuff like that. That's why I want to get into the abstract stuff. I feel
Yeah.
like you can really tap into like the like childish, creative side of your
Mhm.
brain and just
Yeah.
kind of do whatever.
Just do
And as long
whatever.
as it looks cool, it's good.
Been your most recent favorite tattoo that you've done, if you could pick, like
Oh
something that you really enjoyed
man,
doing recently? Not necessarily your favorite. We don't want to,
mm,
you know, be
I do have a
favoritism, but
favorite. One of my buddies, he's got this. I have it pinned on my profile right now, but it's
mhm.
this like skull on his chest with like a lot of like bioorganic like teeth on
Mhm.
it. I am very into like that kind of style too.
Dude, what's a trend from like I don't know the 2000s or 90s that you wish would come back into tattooing? I know a lot of stuff like that is coming back. Obviously, like instead of tribal, it's cyber sigilism now.
Hmm.
I've done some barbed wire, tramp stamps, that type of thing is coming back. But what would you like to see like come back that you thought was cool?
None of it. I don't. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm really into right now is very new.
What's your inspirations? Like, who do you like?
Do you know Lipa?
Mm-mm.
Super cool, like black work artist. They're all like all my favorites are like German or
Mm-hmm.
Russian
Dude, they're
tattooers, and
fucking killing it,
they are
dude. European artists
so
are
good.
awesome, especially European, like American traditional artists. I'm like,
Hmm.
I feel like they do it better than
I
here.
feel like they all do just a little bit better than
Mm-hmm.
us in the States. which I can't blame them. Like, I was in Europe, and I just feel like their whole society looks more artistic than ours. Their buildings.
What'd you go to Europe for?
To check out castles and
To check out castles. Where'd you go in
cathedrals and
Europe?
shit. Germany.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my wife and I did like 10 or 11 days out there, and we just went and checked out a bunch of old shit, and it was so cool.
Did you get tattooed while you were out there, or visiting tattoo shops?
No, I don't got that kind of money, man.
Yeah, my sister has gone to Spain and Ireland. I think she's gone to Germany. I might be wrong about the Germany thing, but one of her best tattoos is her Spain tattoo. I mean, it's fucking phenomenal.
I bet it's awesome.
So, yeah.
Their neotrad in Spain is crazy good.
Dude, just them in general. I don't know what it is. There's something in the fucking water. So I'm like, I see good artists here in America, of course, but there's just, it's a different level like you're talking about. And I also feel like art there is like more coveted, and you know, like they allow for you to have the time to make art, and in America it's very corporate and not.
Right. I think that's a huge factor. I mean, even just like the museums I saw out there, like the museums were awesome.
What
and they
museums
were
did you go
huge.
to?
A lot of like art museums, and you know, their art museums have shit from like 1400s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucking crazy, and it's super impressive. Like 1800s romanticism, I think is like ridiculously impressive. Like these guys couldn't just pull up like Pinterest and look at references. Like they just know how to draw like a horse in the middle of battle, like all contorted and fucked up looking, and dude, so cool.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy that they just did stuff like that back then, and just that was their whole lives. From a young age, they go to school and they become an apprentice, and it's just fucking art.
Yeah,
and that's super cool.
Right, that would be so cool. I bet they were real like pompous little turds though. Like, I mean, they probably knew their shit for sure.
Yeah.
But
what's something that you learned from your Europe trip that you like brought back here with you into your art?
I feel like it's exactly what we were just talking about, like how these guys like really, really educated themselves on art, and I feel like that is what like took them to this crazy high level of artistic ability. And since coming back, like I've started like looking at art books. I've just got Guy Aitchison's book off one of my coworkers.
That is such a bomb ass book.
I didn't know that existed. I was looking through it like, oh my god.
I got given it as a Christmas present this past year. It is such a great book.
Dude, so cool.
And I didn't realize how coveted it was, because I started bringing it around my friends and they would like lose their shit in the tattoo industry. And I was like, this, I mean, just even the...
like the flow lines.
Yes, the flow lines. Thank you.
I've been like searching the internet for something about like the flow. I literally just got like a PDF off one of my coworkers.
Oh, you got a PDF?
Yeah, I got it for free. I was like, sick. Seeing like the flow maps on the body, I feel like was a mind-blowing moment.
Do you learn a lot from like, I know that you've been here for 2 years, so do you feel like you still learn from your coworkers, or do you like go and you travel? Because I know whenever you've been working at a shop for a while, you can get kind of stagnant because you're around the same people. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we want to grow as artists. So like, what do you do to grow, and do you still learn from your coworkers?
I definitely still learn from my coworkers. I feel like none of us in here are stagnant. I've seen everybody grow since I've been here. I feel like I've grown, and everybody's changing up their ways, you know?
That's cool.
So like, I feel like I've learned stuff from Amanda that she couldn't have taught me a year ago, but now I'm learning this from her, and I'm applying it to my stuff. I think AJ's a wizard, dude. Like, he's so good. I totally learn off all my coworkers all the time.
That's super cool. Do you guys ever go guest spot and like conventions and shit?
We'll go to the SLC Invitational every year. Other than that, I feel like we all really like to stay at home.
Yeah.
Where we're comfy. And
yeah. I think the conventions are a little overwhelming. So I haven't worked it as an artist. I've been as an apprentice, and I was like, this fucking sucks. Yeah.
I think I don't like regret any of them for sure. Like, I feel like every time I'm in the middle of like a convention day, I'm just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
This is so stressful, and I'm sitting on this hard chair and my ass hurts, and I can barely walk around the booth to like grab a pair of gloves.
Yeah, and then there's fucking like somebody playing music over here, and then right
Yes,
here, and then
dude. And I can't lock in on any of them, so
Yeah.
I'm just, my brain is just like the TV static like the whole day.
Do you feel that way when you do like guest spots and stuff? I've done some guest spots, but honestly, I feel a little funky when I do guest spots because I'm like, where's all my shit? And I feel like disorientated, and so that's why I'm like, I haven't done a convention yet. I'm sure I will soon, but because my shop will go to like the New Mexico convention and stuff. But I don't know if I do like my best quality work because I'm so frazzled because I'm
Dude,
like
I get
in a
that.
new area.
I think it even comes down to just like if they have a different stencil printer than you.
Oh, dude.
Like that kind of pisses me off. And I feel like just that in itself, it's like all these little things that like on its own it wouldn't be a problem. But when it's 15 things that are just slightly different, it makes me feel off. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm doing my best work. And that does kind of push me away from guest spotting, but I would like to go travel.
Do you do a lot of traveling, like just outside of tattooing?
My wife gets me out there traveling a lot, and that's something I love about her.
How long have you guys been married?
4 months.
Yeah,
So
not
it's
very long.
pretty
That's
recent.
awesome. That's very cool.
Yeah,
How long
but
have you guys been together?
3.5 years.
Yeah. How did you meet?
So, she was my first kiss in kindergarten.
That's so cute. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think we really like talked until like our senior year of high school. I was cheating off of her in science class. Or I guess we like sat next to each other, but like, you know, we were kind of friends there. And then we'd like go get lunch together on like our breaks and stuff. And then that just kind of over the years. Yeah.
What does she do for a living?
She's a nurse.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
ICU nurse.
That's super
Pretty
cool.
intense stuff.
Yeah. So what is that like with your guys' schedule? Because I know nurses, like my mom's friend is a nurse practitioner and she's fucking never doing anything, just that. Like,
I mean, she works 3 days a week. Like one of those days is usually like a recovery day. So it's intense work. It's 12-hour shifts, you know. But I feel like it helps that I can make my own schedule. Like we can at least make some day a week for like us.
yeah.
And then the rest of it is just like, I don't know, you go get yours, I'm going to go get mine.
Yeah.
See you at home.
Is it ever hard balancing that? I know that's like such a hard thing for a lot of tattoo artists, like relationships within the industry, because we work weird careers. It's a weird job.
I feel like it can be, you know, during like the good times of tattooing, those good months, you know, I kind of have to be like, you know, I have to get this now while I can because it's going to slow down and then I'm going to be desperate. Yeah, I mean, she used to work nights and I feel like, you know, she doesn't do that anymore. But when she was on nights, it was like she would come home from work 7 a.m. I'm getting up to go to work and then I don't see her again because she's already back at work by the time I get home. So it felt like we wouldn't see each other for like 3 or 4 days.
That's hard.
But now she's on days and I feel like I see her every single day.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. I know it's really hard. I interviewed these people back in Oklahoma, Lily and Joey, and they work together. He's a piercer, she's a tattoo artist, and then they go home together, and they're like have such a good relationship. And I always find that really awesome whenever tattoo artists have like, especially seeing each other that much.
Yeah,
that's a lot to work together,
that's a lot,
and to go home together. So yeah, it's a big deal. But that's super cool that she's a nurse, and I don't know. I feel like that's cool because then you guys can like talk about stuff and she knows shit about the body and like.
Dude, I've seen some gnarly stuff. And like I'm curious, right? So like I'll check it out, but usually I regret it. I'm like, fuck, that's really gnarly. No, it's cool. And I really respect what she does. I definitely like don't have the stomach for it.
Yeah.
I'd be done in 20 minutes. I would throw out my whole degree, you know. I'd go back on all of it if I tried it out.
I don't even think I could do those hours. Like that's why I like being a tattoo artist. It's so lax. So
right. I'm like, at least most of my work happens at home on my couch. And
how do you feel about this has been like an on the rise thing. I've heard it from tattoo artists, some people that I've talked to, but like not necessarily being an independent contractor and like
Mm-hmm.
you work for a tattoo shop and you have a boss. How do you feel about that being a tattoo artist? I think we're independent contractors. I'm not super big on that, but I know that's like a thing.
Yeah, I do think we're independent contractors. I worked for a shop where he very much treated me like his employee,
Mm-hmm.
and I had set hours, and I hated it. It was making me hate tattooing.
Yeah.
It was making me hate him. Yeah, I think if you're paying for a booth, like you should be able to do
Yeah, come and go as you
what
please.
you want when you
Yeah,
want, as long as
totally.
you're not being a turd.
Yeah.
Like
What's some advice that you have for people like trying to get into the industry? Because there definitely is like a boom right now of people like
mhm.
wanting to get in for whatever reason. What would be your advice to them?
My advice is draw a lot,
Mm-hmm.
get good at drawing. I think that's more important than your tattooing. Picking up the technical aspect of tattooing is relatively easy. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the hard part is drawing something that is appealing, looks cool, fits
Mm-hmm.
the body well. I'm still struggling with like, I feel like I know how to tattoo. I just don't know how to draw
Mm-hmm.
crazy fucking shit
Yeah.
that'll make you a whole sleeve that looks
Mm-hmm.
super cool.
It's definitely like I feel like when I was in my apprenticeship and I wasn't tattooing yet, the flash sheets that I was drawing, like they look tattooy, but like going back to try to tattoo those, they're shit you cannot tattoo because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I definitely think that's a big thing. What do you think about people like who are starting at home and buying machines offline and stuff? Would you tell them to try to get into a tattoo shop, or what's the route that you think people should go through to get into the industry?
I think you should do an apprenticeship at least for the sanitary aspect of
Yeah,
it. I think that's something nobody's thinking about at home.
yeah,
Like they're getting their fucking cat hair on your
mm-hmm.
tattoo, and that's super gross. So, and I mean, I don't care if you're tattooing at home, but just like learn how to keep your people safe.
Yeah, educate
And
yourself.
yeah, please educate
Yeah.
yourself. Like whatever, teach yourself. I don't really care. Just don't be giving people infections and
Mm-hmm.
MRSA and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty gross the shit that I see online sometimes.
Yeah, they're like
And
taking pictures on like their bed sheets,
mhm.
and I'm like, oh my
And I
god,
get it
dude.
that it's hard to get into an apprenticeship, but like I don't know, there's so much out there to educate yourself that I think there
Hmm.
shouldn't be a fucking reason to, like you said, have your cat in the background. Like that's like the number one thing I tell my clients when they leave is pet dander causes staph infection. I'm like, I
Yeah,
sleep with my dog, but don't have them on your tattoo. Like keep it clean your
seriously.
sheets. It's an open wound. And I think a lot of people don't like register that.
Hmm.
So unless you're a tattoo artist, you
Right,
know.
and that was one thing my mentor was really good at was like drilling
Mm-hmm.
cleanliness into my head because I didn't really think about that coming into it,
Yeah.
and now it is like super important to me, and
Mm-hmm. That should be the number one thing.
it should.
Yeah. That was like the number one thing whenever I went through my apprenticeship. Before they did anything else, they made me take my bloodborne pathogens
Hmm.
before I was allowed to even like apprentice at the shop. So, which I appreciate that a
Yep.
lot.
Before I got to do like anything else, it was like 2 months of just cleaning the
Mm-hmm.
shop, and he was watching me. He was watching where my gloves were going, and he'd stop me before I did anything
Mm-hmm.
stupid. And I feel like you need that like kind of drilled into your head, so it's just second nature. Like
Yeah.
there's no chance of you making mistakes.
Yeah. I saw this video and I think it was like, I don't remember who did it, but it was a really good example where she put like fake blood on her gloves and then
Oh,
showed like everything she touched to show how it. And I was like, that is
that's
like,
pretty neat.
that's awesome. Because it also not only like puts it into people who are new in the industry, but like clients don't think about that stuff too. I've had clients put fucking money on my tray or
Oh my
their
god, I
water
hate when
bottles.
that happens. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
not the money.
Oh my god. Or they touch my trash can when it has a foot pedal. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, please go wash your hands. Like this is a biohazard,
Yeah.
bro.
I think it kind of helps that I have like the table as kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
barrier between like my trash
Oh, I
and
got a freaking client table. I'm like, put your stuff right
yeah,
here.
dude, that's a good
And when I have
idea.
gloves on, I'm like, you can put it on the table, or I like take my gloves off and I take it from them. But I'm like, I'm doing something right now, so please don't put it. Or when they put it back on the bed and it's like on top of ink and blood and stuff. I'm just like,
Man,
oh,
it's just like, what do you do?
yeah. Can't wait to maticide down my
Yeah,
money.
inside your 20s.
Oh,
That's so
man.
crazy.
That's so silly. But I think that's all of my questions that I have for you, actually. Thank you so much for doing this. This was super
Thank you.
enjoyable.
This was fun.
Yeah. Would you like to say how they can book you, where you're at again, just like a little self promo for the end of the podcast?
My Instagram is corn on the Jacob. That's where you can find me. It's the only place you can really find me. So.
And you're booking like right now, or how far out? Because I know some people. You're just like, right now.
I'm booking right now.
Yeah.
I'm usually booking 2 to 3 months out. Books are always open. Hit me up. Let's talk ideas.
Sick. Perfect. Thank you so much for being on this yet
Good
again.
to meet you.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Tattoo Consciousness. Make sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date. And if you'd like to support the podcast, please make sure to check out my website for original art and prints, as well as sharing to your friends and family. See you next time.